Episode 24, Strange Brow Radio. Well, we'll call this a special episode, brought to you again by our sponsor, Feral by Aaron, at Etsy.com. Don't forget to go to Etsy, E-T-S-Y, and Feral by Aaron, E-R-Y-N, at the Etsy shop for all your shaman-inspired drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Really neat new designs at Etsy.com. Okay, today we are going to do some promotion. We're going to talk about an event coming up here on July 13th, the Secrets of the Sasquatch, brought to you by Strange Brow Radio. We have a couple surprise guests, including some TV personalities and a new co-MC who signed on. So, in a moment, some information about what's going to go down on July 13th at the Axe and Fiddle Pub in Cottage Grove, Oregon. We'll be right back. All right, so here's the scoop. On July 13th, 2019, that's this year, we are going to meet from 3 to 6 p.m., probably more like 3 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at the Axe and Fiddle Pub, like we usually do, in Cottage Grove, Oregon, for Secrets of the Sasquatch meeting. Better come up with a better word than meeting. Summit! No, that one's taken. Roundup, no. Let's just call it Secrets of the Sasquatch. And there's going to be 7 speakers coming on board. Some in person, some on the big screen. But I'll tell you what, for a free event, yeah, I said free event, you can't have a better lineup, I don't think, than we have. I mean, good golly. I can go through the list here right now if you make me. But let me just tell you, it's a free event at the Axe and Fiddle. Axe and Fiddle. That's what happens after you have a few too many PBRs. Axe and Fiddle Pub at 657 East Main Street. Please don't piddle. In Cottage Grove, Oregon. Good menu, good food, good spirits, good company. 3 to 6 p.m. at the Axe and Fiddle Pub. We're having 7 guests, as I said, so let's go to the names. Christopher O'Brien, you know him from Ancient Aliens and the author of Stalking the Herd. That's a big get. We're happy to have him. He's also got some Bigfoot news. We also have Ronald Moorhead of Quantum Bigfoot and Voices in the Wilderness and the Sierra Sounds. You should know who Ron is. His wife's going to be there, Carrie Campbell. She doesn't think this is just a flesh and blood issue as well, so she's going to talk about what she saw. And she did see something. Also, the proprietor of the Montana Vortex, Joe Hauser. Incredible footage. Dare I say, proof that there is a quantum entanglement going on with Sasquatch. And he videotaped it, and I've seen the video. And so we're going to show that. Also, Sig Sigurdsson. Yes, Sig Sigurdsson, author of Cultus. He's talked before about the Men in Black, and actually he calls them the Men in Plaid. He's been a guest before, and also done some B-roll, not B-roll footage, but extra footage from on the backside edition of the movie Letters to the Big Man. Also, Ira Wolfnosen. All I will tell you is that Ira is she has a wealth of knowledge, a big wealth of knowledge. And I'm trying to find the quote here. Here's the quote. "No stranger to spirits or spiritual beauty." Now that's her quote. That's what I was hemming and hawing about. So, Ira Wolfnosen will also be there. And co-MC of the event with film crew in tow, Tom Powell will be on stage with yours truly. And he will not only be speaking, but he'll be co-emceeing and directing traffic. He's also coming up there to help investigate and document the Owl Moon property. So we're happy to have him on board. Now, this is the way it's going to go. This is why I brought us all together here for this special episode, is that I said this is going to be a virtual event. That means if you've been to our live events before, you know that we utilize the video screens quite a bit to bring in guest authors and whatnot. So we are going to utilize that once again, but since we have 7 speakers and everybody wants a voice, it's all about the message instead of the messenger. So here's the deal. The first round will be like going before the Senate. If you ever really entertained yourself and sat back and watched how time is granted and given out to politicians to make their case, that's what we're going to do here. So everyone has 10 minutes to go through making their case or their experience, utilizing their 10 minutes to do so. And then we're moving on to the next guest. So that's about 70 minutes, the first round. The second round will be 15 minutes for them to reiterate or to bring their point home from the last 10 minutes. So then we're going to go through all 7 again, each one now with 15 minutes. So they can use those 15 minutes to elaborate on their original 10 minutes, or they can show a video, they can show... play some sound. They could give those 15 minutes to another guest to interact with them on the big screen and have a back and forth. And then we're just going to go through the whole list like that. And in the last part of the show will be a question and answer. And then we'll probably stay afterwards, long after that. Now, streaming this, I've gone back and forth with streaming it. We never had the best luck with streaming an entire 3-hour show. Oftentimes it'll cut out. But we will be recording this. This will be preserved and recorded one way or another. So if you can't get there for this really historic event, I don't know anybody else who's done it like this before. Email me at strangebrowradio@gmail.com if you know something like this has happened before, especially in a pub. But yeah, July 13th, 3 o'clock to probably 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time at the Axe and Fiddle, not Piddle, pub. And like I said, there might be some surprises coming in as far as new guests arriving on the roster. Again, it's a free event. Show up, hang out with some old and new friends inside this beautiful historic pub in Cottage Grove, Oregon, 657 East Main Street. Okay, that's the show. I wanted to make sure that we really got this out there because it takes a lot of work to get an event like this planned, and I want people to show up. So please do. And go on Facebook if you have any questions. Just type in strangebrowradio@gmail.com. Or go to Facebook, rather, and just type in Strange Brow Radio in your search engine of Facebook. You'll find it. All right, there's a mouthful. Remember, if you would like to be a guest or have some guest topic ideas, get in touch with me at strangebrowradio@gmail.com or shoot me a message on Facebook. We're on Podbean, iTunes, all the platforms, and soon enough coming to YouTube. Also, I make wood watchers, and if you don't know what a wood watcher is, type in my name, Tobe Johnson, Tobe Johnson on Facebook, and see what the heck's going on with a wood watcher. I got a new batch. Little babies I just gave birth to in the wood shop. Wood watchers. Speaking of wood watchers, we'll see you in the trees.